आइए हम सुने विज्ञान की अनकही कहानियाँ। आइए हम सुने विज्ञान की अनसुनी कहानियाँ। एक नई दुनिया की आवाज आपकी आवाज, विज्ञान की आवाज, की आवाज।
Celebrating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, we bring you a podcast series on STEM popularization, science, technology, engineering, mathematics, and medicine, supported and catalyzed by the National Council for Science and Technology Communication, Government of India. This program is produced by Media for Community Foundation. Creative content and technical support is given by SMSF Connect, the podcast channel by SM Sehgal Foundation.
एक नई दुनिया की आवाज आपकी आवाज, विज्ञान की आवाज, की आवाज, की आवाज।
Highlights related to science, technology, engineering, mathematics, medicine, and allied sectors. Food security and agriculture plays a central role in the implementation of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development and the Sustainable Development Goals (SDGs). SDGs 2 calls for the ending hunger, achieving food security, and improved nutrition, as well as promoting sustainable agriculture until 2030. How to achieve food security until 2030? How can agricultural production be increased? How can the impact of climate change or other stress to be mitigated? How to increase the crop yields for food security? The answer is adoption of climate smart agriculture practices. The most important thing is to encourage the research on seed sciences and seed technology. The importance of seed technology in the agriculture arena is the timely delivery of high quality seeds at an affordable cost. The goal is to improve the quality of seeds that farmers plant. It involves activities such as variety development, seed production, seed processing, seed storage, seed testing, seed certification, seed quality control, seed marketing, etc. Many agriculture research institutions in India are doing tremendous work in the area of agriculture and seed sciences. One such institution is the Indian Council of Agriculture Research, Ministry of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare, Government of India. In this episode, we have an agriculture scientist, Dr. Malvika Dadlani, with us. Dr. Dadlani is a highly esteemed professional, having served as a former joint director at the Indian Agriculture Research Institute, a flagship institute of Indian Council of Agriculture Research, and as the former president of the Indian Society of Seed Technology. Currently, she holds the position of editor at the National Academy of Agriculture Sciences, located in Pusa Complex, New Delhi. Let's hear more from Dr. Dadlani about latest technology and ongoing research in the area of seed technology.
So, seed technology is a discipline, or it's a field which is multidisciplinary in nature. It starts from the development of a new variety, and the seed has to reach to the farmer in a very good quality. That's where the seed technologists play a very important role. So, if we start from the development of varieties, the improved varieties, of course, I'm sure all of you know that what kind of a role it played. I mean, the whole green revolution could happen in India because the development of high yielding, input responsive varieties of wheat and rice was supported by the production of sufficient quantities of quality seeds of these new dwarf varieties. And that actually has changed the whole agricultural scenario of the country, which changed from the status of a begging bowl to a food secure country in less than 1 decade. Now, maybe we are food secure, but we still have many challenges to face and solutions to find. Of course, as you all know, one of the major challenges facing agriculture in present time is the challenges of climate change. Climate change has a multifarious impact on agriculture. It may be in the form of either delayed rains or insufficient rains or actually drought situation, or it may be in the form of very high temperature at the time of sowing or at the time of grain maturity and harvesting. It may be in the form of salinity, too much salinity in the soil because of our improper water usage, or it could be in the form of many biotic stresses. Because you must be knowing, with the climate change there is insurgence of various diseases and pests. So the new varieties are aimed to meet these challenges. Now, the new varieties which are kind of tolerant to abiotic or biotic stresses need to reach the farmers, where seed technology plays a role. But even in addition to that, even in addition to the genetic improvement, that is one component, but the present day seed technology has two components, very complementary to each other. One is the inherent or genetic improvement or advancement, and the second one consists of applied technologies. Applied technologies means which are applied to the seed to make it more resilient and perform better in the field. These may be in the form of various additives which are given to the seed, coated on the seed, along with the seed coat or along with the pellet, and this might include various biologicals or even biochemical or even chemical, maybe some nutrient, maybe some microbial inoculum, maybe some plant extracts like seaweed extracts. And I mean, the list is just endless. Anything which improves the ability of the germinating seed to grow faster, establish its root system faster, compete with the weeds, and therefore you are actually reducing the application of weedicide or application of chemicals. It also helps in reducing the application of pesticides and nutrients, because the ones which are coated to the seed is actually targeted on the seed. So you are reducing the application, and thereby you are also reducing the cost of production through the delivery through the seed system. So this is a very promising area at the moment, because one has to find out each crop or each variety will be having a specific combination of applied technology. So this itself is a very major area, and there are organizations and in the private sector also many companies who are only working on R&D, is only focused on seed additives or seed enhancement treatments, which is then licensed to maybe some seed companies and so on. And even the seed companies or seed research institutions are also doing the same kind of R&D. In fact, in India, we have perhaps is the only country where we have one institute which is totally dedicated to seed research. It is Indian Institute of Seed Research in Mau. And in addition to that, there are many seed technology research centers across the country, including one of the major centers, including is Indian Agriculture Research Institute, the Seed Technology Division. There are many institutions, TNAU in Tamil Nadu, UAS in Bangalore, in Karnataka, and so on and so forth. So they are also working on developing various seed treatments and packages of seed treatment which can go along with certain kind of seeds, which will vary with the species, with the variety and requirement. You want it for a agroclimatic condition where there are frequent rainfall deficit, or you want it for a location where there is excess rainfall. So accordingly, the treatments have to be developed. The other area, which is a very exciting and very promising area, is now in terms of application of gene editing in developing crop varieties. As you must be knowing that we already have India has already permitted GM cotton, BT cotton, which made a fantastic impact in Indian agriculture for cotton growers. But for food crops, there is some kind of hesitation, some kind of reservation that whether we should introduce GM varieties or not. And therefore, the gene editing is a promising technology which is safe and which is very accurate and very fast. I mean, the same results can also be achieved through conventional breeding, but if it takes, say, 7 to 8 years through conventional breeding, by using a gene editing technology with markers available with us, it can be reduced to maybe 3 years, as little as 3 years. So there is significant advantage in terms of precision, in terms of time, and in terms of their ability to meet a very specific challenge. That may be a biotic problem, a disease resistance, particularly resistance to a particular pathogen or a particular condition of growing. So here, one of the major role is played by the regulatory system or the regulatory mechanism. A very favorable regulatory system has to be in place, which fortunately we have. As I said, that for gene editing, already the guidelines for how to go about it has already been accepted by the government, in which, in fact, the National Academy of Agricultural Sciences played a very important role by organizing a brainstorming session and developing a policy paper with its recommendations. So similarly, another area, new area, is about using biostimulants. And again, the government, accepting the need for such a thing, made necessary changes in the Fertilizer Act to include biostimulants. And now, in fact, today is the final date for submission of suggestions for finalizing the guidelines for biostimulants, for introducing biostimulants. And though biostimulants can be applied through soil, through seeds, or through foliar applications, I would specifically like to mention that in case of seed, as a seed treatment, biostimulants are extremely important. And I'm really very happy that government is very much conscious and considerate, and they are making the necessary changes in the regulatory system. So the future of seed technology, I think, is very promising and very bright.
Thank you, ma'am, for sharing the valuable information regarding the seed technology. We came to know that improved seed is the basic tool for secure food supply, and it is a science that treats seeds as a living entity and ensure the quality and productivity of seeds. High quality seeds ensure better and more productive crops.
Thank you for being with us. Stay tuned for more. You can also listen to these podcasts on Spotify, Apple, and Google.